For Sundays, yeah. I can vouch for Sundays. Sundays is always a good day in the evening. Everybody's laying probably about 6 o'clock to probably 9 o'clock. People setting down for the night, and that's a hot time. And it seems weird to post on a business page, but I do it. The e-commerce pages where we're selling product, I don't do that. I don't push product on those. But I will put some sort of engaging post or something like that up, or like maybe a motivational type thing or something like that. Yeah. The other thing is Facebook has moved solely over to basically being mobile friendly. So when you're starting to build out your stuff, like just make sure you're building for mobile, because this has went to probably 72 to 3-4, somewhere around there, % of all mobile users now. Even the video content is all going that direction. And we know Instagram is only a basically mobile app. You can view the stuff on your desktop, but you can't post or do anything that way. Is there any questions on like this?
So,
and this changes, so you can always look up the statistics if you feel like your posts aren't being seen.
So you can schedule between 1 and 4, and it gets the same as if you're there posting. Okay, awesome. Noted.
Yep. I feel like Fridays for me are a hot day. It seems like everybody's kind of jacking around, not doing anything. Just what I've seen. All right, so we'll lightly touch on Instagram and LinkedIn. I don't do Twitter, so I didn't cover that. I'm sure it's just as useful, but I don't know as much about it. So Instagram has changed a lot also, and as you can see, like just how the feeds and stuff are, it works the same as Facebook. They're going to let you see so much depending on what you post. I feel like the same rules apply, the 3 Ps. I like Instagram. I feel like you get a lot of different followers than you do on Facebook. The older generation is on Facebook, and the millennials are on Instagram. Depending on what market you're in and who your customers are, I guess you just kind of need to figure that all out and see who you're trying to target. Otherwise, you're wasting your time on there. But definitely millennials are using Instagram or Facebook. So, and then when your kid tells you I'm not getting on Facebook because it's for old people, then you know that it's
Yes. You're officially an older people.
Yeah. So.
No.
Instagram has changed a little bit. It's letting you upload multiple photos now all at one time. It displays basically the single image first, and if they choose to scroll over, they can. If you double tap it, it just likes all of them. Sometimes they will sprinkle those, they will split them photos up. Instagram will split them photos up and display them in the news feed differently. You won't see that, but like your friends or family or businesses that follow you will see it. The more engagement you have on it, by basically hearts, when they double tap it, the more it's going to be seen in the news feeds. So it's more or less, Instagram is run by hashtags. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with hashtags. Find a hashtag that pertains to basically your business. Those are the clients that you want to get. So if you're in like construction, find those hashtags that would pertain to that, and those are the followers that you're going to get. If you're in retail, same thing. I try to stay away from hashtags like something that's so common, like Sunday or whatever it is. There's going to be basically a billion users using that. They'll never see it. Find hashtags that are not highly populated, and it'll tell you when you start typing in that hashtag how many times it's been used. So it's better to go lower than higher, because you're just going to get lost in the mix of all the other posts that have been hashtagged Sunday. Everybody tries different tips and tricks. They'll type out what they want to say and then put the hashtags behind it. You get a limit of so many. I didn't put it on here, but you can look that up. Some people try to do a different trick where they just type out what they want to say, post it, and then go in the comments and put the hashtag. I haven't found that it was any more or less. It might work for you guys, but yeah. So, okay, so the same thing for Instagram. You would just create your page, make it your business name at whatever it is. So like if somebody was not on Facebook, but they still want to find you on Instagram, just so they know that's really close to your business. So same thing as Facebook, find out what it is that, what your niche is. And that's what you post about, not tons of like stuff that doesn't even pertain to your business besides personal. If you want to show them basically a photo of family life or something like that, they will love that. You can sprinkle that in, or on the job, or what you were doing that day. Somebody can go out and take photos. Like I would come into your office, or you take a picture of Angela working at tax time. We're swamped. People want to see that, even if it's the back of your head. Yeah. with coffee all over. Coffee cups laying on the floor. Yeah. Same thing as Facebook. Create quality posts. Meaning, like, figure out what that size is for Instagram. Make sure that it's branded correctly again. It has your colors, your brand, so people get familiar with what your brand looks like. Be consistent. They also scan everything that comes in. They won't they see it if it's not consistent. Same kind of thing as Facebook. So if you want to build up your Instagram, hashtags is a good way to do it. But if you have time to spend, they say you can spend an hour a day, you start interacting with people that is in the same kind of niche as you. So you go to their Instagram page and you double tap the heart, interact with them if you want. You can send them a message and they're probably going to follow you back. They recommend that your staff spends an hour a day doing this. And you could potentially get clients that way, So I do not have time to do this. I do have followers on there also. They watch what we do and stuff. Do I know if I got business off of them? No, you may never know that. Unless you directly ask them or send out a survey. So Instagram's hot times. Now theirs is different because this is millennial based. So as you can see, Mondays for some reason is switched to Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays on here. And Sundays are not good. They like lunchtime hours or after work.
Sunday fun day.
Yeah.
God,
Yep. Do you guys all use Instagram, or do you have which social channels does everybody use?
Kids are on there, so.
Yeah. Have you thought about using it for business?
I think it's the time commitment that's.
It is. People are staffing for just to do social. They staff to have social done now. It's so important to be. It's important to be on there, and it's also important. It's another avenue into your website to drive traffic to your website and what you do. Yeah.
I think it's a great way for this industry, too, when you're looking at Instagram, you're scrolling through a whole bunch of pictures, so you can really showcase your projects that you've done, and people just flip through it.
Right, and it's quick.
It's quick.
And it's
yeah,
quick.
It's not going through a Facebook.
Like a news feed, because you've got a mixture of tons of oh, what'd she do this weekend? And then, oh, what's he selling? So
if you're looking for a landscape company or whatever, you can really just flip through and see that.
And plus on Instagram, you can search by hashtag. So if you're looking for a service or something like that, you just type it in and you're going to, 100 of them are going to pop up, your location. It makes it easier than Facebook, I feel like, so.
I think it would also help with attracting employees. I know in construction that's often a challenge, and so if somebody's looking for potential places to work, they may be searching on Instagram and then follow that to your website.
You just don't know where your traffic's coming from or your customers, so you don't want to be forgotten if you don't have it. The other important one, and I'm not covering it on here because it's a lot, but is YouTube. YouTube is probably the largest, besides Google, place people go to. So if you can get, I'm just going to tell you this as a tip to get on there. everybody is on YouTube watching it. And now that they launched their YouTube live TV, you know, like it's just even more popular. So I recommend that you get on there. You'd be surprised how much traffic can derive from that. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like Google Analytics, or they may have that on their website where somebody's in there watching like how much traffic you have and stuff like that. A lot of my accounts that I watch, a lot come off of YouTube. It's crazy. So mostly Facebook, but YouTube. So LinkedIn. Does everybody have LinkedIn? Yeah, okay. Same kind of thing. It's a little different because it's more professionally. I recommend not pushing product on there. I do have an account that I used to work for. They sell thousands and thousands of products, and they like theirs to go on LinkedIn. I don't feel like you should push product on there. I kind of look at it as more of like a professional networking and just learning. I tell them to just push both. If you're gonna do it, but they think it works, and so I was like, okay, whatever you want. But yeah, same thing on this one, job seekers, people that want to learn about your business.